Today, we're going to be talking LA politics. We're looking to make LA clean and green, and we have two wonderful young fellows here that are running for city council. First, I'd like to introduce Sam Yebri. Welcome, Sam. Come on in. Good to see you. Mike Newhouse. Welcome. Good to see you, Mike. How did you tell your wife you're going to run for LA City Council? What did she say?
Yeah, it was natural. Both of us are immigrants. I came here when I was a year old as refugees from Iran. We lived the American dream. I went from public schools to Yale, started a successful business, raising 4 young kids. We've been active in the community. The city that we love is just falling apart. And I think we had no choice to try to do something about it. And it's not going to get better by electing the same old folks over and over again.
We're obviously at the epicenter of a lot of what's wrong with CD11 right now, whether it's the homeless issue, whether it's crumbling infrastructure issues, whether it's public safety issues. I'm not running for office because it's a goal or there are further offices. I'm running because I really honestly think that right now we need folks like Sam and myself who are moderate folks who are progressive but moderate and can bring people together and can listen to people with extreme views on each side and try and bring them together for common sense solutions for our respective districts.
Obviously, how do we solve the homeless problem is like a 5-hour debate. But to sum it up, how do you view solving this problem?
Ross, what we got to do is we got to go out and do what other successful cities have done with homelessness and what we've been successful doing, for instance, last summer down on the boardwalk in Venice when that encampment was cleared. We need to give 30-day notices to all encampments across CD11 and ideally across the city. And that's something that I think Sam and I share the idea of we need to do something citywide.
So when asked what's the biggest crisis facing Los Angeles, I don't even talk about crime or homelessness. I say untreated mental illness in our city, right?
Because it's also opioids, suicides.
They're all related and our social safety net as a city and a society has fallen apart.
I don't think it's fair to ask police officers to deal with mental health crises. Quite frankly, they're not even trained for that,
It's not fair and it's not efficient, right? We don't have enough police officers as it is. We need to at least triple the city sanitation budget because part of what we're dealing with is the first responders are my officers who are spread too thin anyway. And then they come out to deal with an issue and they've got 7 couches that have been dumped, 7 mattresses that have been dumped. There's trash everywhere and there's nothing they can do about that. So we need to also make sure that we're keeping our city clean. Literally, it's the basics, right? You don't keep your city clean. It's really tough to keep it safe.
Well, it's funny because I was just